Check this out. This is the Nitecore TUP, and it has 1,000 lumen burst mode on it, which is really a lot for a light like this little tiny guy. It's the most I know of out of a light this small, but as if that isn't enough, watch how you access the turbo mode. That is it. One press from any position and you jump straight into that. Not an infinite combination of clicks, double clicks, and re-clicks, jumping into the turbo mode that, secretly wafts down to something not anywhere near that after a few seconds. You just hit that button and you've got it. To me, that is innovation. Welcome back. Today we're going to compare three heavyweights from the Nitecore lineup. That is the Nitecore TUP 1000 lumen, the EC4GTS 1800 lumen, and the TM10k 10,000 lumen. Beginning with our smallest light, that is the TUP. It is a tiny guy, but there is a lot to love about it. It does have a key ring slot on it. However, I think this is a little big for a keychain light, but I like the pocket clip because that makes it a good everyday carry. Aside from the burst mode that I showed you guys in the intro, I think my next favorite thing about this has got to be the display. This shows you exactly where you are and what's going on. It'll tell you how much battery life you've got, what mode you're in, how long that mode's going to last, everything you would want to know, taking all the guesswork out of that, wondering if your battery's charged and having to remember, combination of blinks or whatever in order to know what it's doing. It just flat out tells you. I think that's awesome. This also includes what's going on with your turbo mode. It shows you exactly how long you've got in that turbo time left, and I think that is fantastic. Jumping up to our EC4GTS. We got a nice smooth reflector, and our LED is XHP 35 high density, so that is the dome on LED. Advantages of this light are it's two 18650s in a 118-650 body length. So we get double the runtime capacity without adding any length. I thought that was pretty good. The 18650s are your own. They're replaceable, so you're not going to burn out the battery pack. It's a very robust light. I mean, it feels sturdy in your hand. There's no rattle at all. They did a good job on that. The look and design, I'm going to give them some props for being somewhat unique. There's not a lot of lights that shape out there, so good job there. We did also get kind of an interesting quarter 20 mount. Moving on to our TM10k. I'm going to tell you guys right now, I was not really planning to review this light. Box shape lights are just not really my thing, but people kept saying in the comments in my other videos, TM10k, TM10k, and I was like, and Neil from Neil's Gadgets offered me these lights for review. Thank you very much for that, by the way, Neil. He offered to send me these lights, so I thought, you know what, I'll give it a shot and see. And admittedly, I was wrong. I'm glad I got this light. Besides just getting the 10,000 lumens from the 6 Cree XHP 35 high densities in this little tiny pocket light, we get that awesome display on this light too, and I really appreciate what they've done with that. Knowing where you're at and what you're doing with these lights just makes them so much more user-friendly. We also get the instant access to our turbo mode, our burst mode really is what I'm going to call it, and we get the burst timer shown on the display so there's no surprises. that is so much better to me. If you're only going to be able to use a light for a few seconds on that mode, I think this is such a better way than having to go through that impossible combination ace beam. So for me, this press and hold way is much better. Another beef I have with pretty much all E-switch lights is you can't find the switch on them. You feel around and you fumble around in the dark, and I hate that. I would never take a light like that into any kind of a stressed situation. I don't recommend them to people who are going to be in those. But with this, we also got a tail switch. An easy to find, instant press, always giving me my turbo mode when I need it, tail switch. One more pretty cool thing is we do have a sustainable high mode on this. Our turbo's pretty short, and how sustainable our high mode is up to you, because you can decide. You can set it anywhere from 400 to 2000. User interface. We have the same UI for all three lights. We have a power button and a mode button. One click on, one click off. We can change our modes like this, and our display will let us know where we're at. We also have the press and hold of the top button. That is our mode button for instant access to turbo. And in this case, we also have our tail switch. From the off position, we can press and hold the power button, and it gives us instant access to our lowest mode, which in this case is 3 lumens. I think right here in the house is a great place to start with the Nitecore TUP. Powering on, we are at the 1 lumen. There's our 15, 65, and 200. Now we'll give it our burst. 1000 lumen. In my opinion, the optic on this TUP is incredible. It makes a beam that is absolutely exquisite. Nice, huge hot spot. Makes it really easy to see what you're looking at, and you don't get too much bounce back from it in your face when you're up close. Moving on to the great outdoors, we are going to take a look at EC4GTS. Bam. Full power, straight from off. Plenty of range. For comparison, I brought Convoy C8 Plus factory version. Easy money. Have to remind myself to look up the distance to that barn. Let's go back to our C8 Plus for just a second. Getting there just the same, we just don't have quite the spread with it. Just for kicks, we could try TM10k. I don't have high hopes for much barn on that though. Oh, look at that. Oh, that was it though. Try it again. There we go. Yeah. We're getting a little out there. We're a little high on the ISO. Let's back that down just a hair. Realistically, I'd say that's about right. Oh. Not bad. Let's try it somewhere else. For comparison this time, I brought the ROT66. There's some power on and jump to turbo. Easily filling the yard. Now TM10k. Bang. Oh. You don't get much of it, but when it's going, man, is it going. It's already starting to get hot to the touch. My fingers at the end there. But you can, oh, that's it. Let's go to something sustainable and cruise around the yard. If you have a favorite light in the Nitecore lineup, be sure to let us know in the comments section below. If you are interested in owning these lights, there are links for purchase in the description below. When you purchase from those links, you are supporting this channel. There is also a coupon code in the description so that you can get a discount on them. As always, thank you so much for watching and good lucks.